Hi guys. So this is a bit of a weird one. As I'm here, as I am painting with my left hand, I was just sort of listening to old AD videos, the ones that he kind of thinks that we forget about, right? The things where, I've never seen anything bad about NK. Never seen anything bad about her. When her father, Dwayne, he thinks is on the other end of the line. Never heard about that again, did we? Funny that. The reason that people stand up against who AD is and what he's doing is posts like the one that I just re-looked at a couple of seconds ago. AD says he is at the last stage before being killed. And that's a direct quote from him. He said, "I am at the last stage before being murdered." This is why people are up in arms, because this is already a person who has implicated people in murder, shut out the family of the very people that he's making money out of, slandered, defamed, abused, harassed most people in this community, mostly to do with this case. He's created lies, falsehoods. All of his channel is based on falsity. He's lied that he's a correspondent reporter working with Netflix. He's lied about people on the other end of the line. He's lied that Tammy is on his chat. He's created a big hoo-ha that he thinks that NK was giving him drinks and was something to do with the devil because she did yoga. And this is just the beginning. He has claimed that people have hacked him when it's very clear he was sent a statement saying that he was not hacked. This is a person who lied about the picture of Frankie that was sent around because it was a friend of AD's who sent it around in the first place. He's bought his subs, and whenever AD says he hasn't bought his subs, he should go and check in with Cher, Voices Behind the Wall, who on a live of Tanya said she knows that he's paid for some of his subs. So that's just beginning. But you know what really, really upsets people is when AD uses an example to try and justify his own behaviour. A la one of the times where he was banned on YouTube, and he gets banned regularly for his hate speech, when he says that he's just so tired and he's got to take a break from YouTube because of the trolls, it's because he's been banned for hate speech. YouTube have personally banned him. So don't believe that lie. It's when he takes those examples. Last time he was banned, he copied and pasted an article from Asian Review about factual people that actually do end their lives because of bullying and trolling. He compared himself to these K-pop stars, these young stars who have received such hideous treatment in the industry that they have decided to take in their own life. Alan Vinnicum compares himself to them. A man who evades paying tax, who evades everything. Then he uses, and this is the most disgusting thing of all, he uses a poor, poor victim of real violence, a man who was horrifically murdered by online bullies who found out a bit of information they thought was true and just went and did this horrific act to him. AD compares himself to this person, even though AD has never been threatened, and even if he was threatened, it wouldn't be one of us micro-channel old women trolls, would it? Because here we are. The police can come and find us easily. Why on earth would we threaten you? Why on earth would we threaten you, AD? All we want you to do is stop creating lies. Stop making lies. Stop lying. Stop lying. You know, I listened to a live with you, Molly Golightly and Save Robbie the other night, and even they looked slightly confused because they couldn't understand why all of this stuff was happening to you. Even they were going, what, hold on, you've been threatened by this, you've been threatened by that, your family have been threatened. Even they were going, this doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't. You're absolutely right. It doesn't make any sense because it's not true. Alan's life is not in danger. Nothing did happen in his hometown that he can't tell you about because the police are on it. His life hasn't been threatened. His family haven't been contacted or threatened. Alan says Winston is guarding the door in case the police come through the windows. Now that makes sense. He said that he rang the police and they laughed and he laughed and they said they were doing a welfare check. Where did that come from? Everything is a lie, including Alan making up all these catastrophes and threats and fabrications of high drama when actually it's just a person sitting on YouTube making up lies and other people are going, no, that's a lie. Yet Alan can't bear that he's actually called up. So he has to create a big old drama. Now, this is a very common thing in human behaviour, right? I don't know whether you've ever actually done it, but it's very interesting and people do it a lot, that when someone is rumbled or called out, they will go into a sort of default setting of defensiveness and then fantasy, creating a reason why that they might have done that. But then, and this happened, and then I was doing that, and that's the only reason I did that, because they were pushing me so far that I broke, and or create another fabrication to kind of get their way out of it. And that's what Alan is doing, because he is more afraid of having his paycheck cut off than he is about hurting other people. This is a person who also believes he's above the law, because no one's touched him so far that he can just get away with anything. Okay, so it's becoming more outlandish, and now Alan is afraid for his life. He is one step before being murdered, and this, Alan, this is why people speak up against you. Because of that, because you using the name of a person who actually lost their life and compare yourself to him, even though you've never been threatened, is disgusting. Disgusting. That is why people speak up against Alan Winnecombe, and I won't call him the armchair detective because he is not. There are way better armchair detectives out there. So he creates all of this high drama that even people who are on his channel don't understand and sort of sit there bewildered going, really, Alan? That's really happened? And Alan's going, yeah. Complete lie. Alan's life is not threatened, but he can't bear the fact that people are seeing right through his lies. It's very simple. You're lying, Alan. You're lying. Okay? And all this drama has to happen because it's so much about him. What is he going to do? His life is threatened. He can't go out. He can't go out. He's just terrified at every step of the way. He's having constant threats. He's been hacked everywhere. But even though I've been hacked, please join Patreon. It's got to the point of being ridiculous. And so there's no way back for him, apart from to just keep going, right? Just keep going. So the drama is just going to get piled on and on and on. Remember, Alan said he's one step away from being murdered. Now, do normal people use that kind of language? And do normal people say that kind of thing? Why do you think a person would say that? If a person truly felt like they were one step before being murdered and they were scared for their life, do you think they would get on YouTube and say that? No. They would go to the police. But Alan hasn't been to the police. That's a lie too. A normal person would stay off social media. A normal person would do many, many different things to protect themselves and their family if they truly felt threatened. Alan, it's a lie. Alan isn't on YouTube again doing a live because apparently the police said, oh, you know, stay off doing a live, stay off doing a live. You can still do Patreon and other things, but just stay off the lives. Well, we all know actually he's just been given another ban. And, you know, the company you keep reflects who you are. Now, I don't have anything bad to say about other creators that go on his channel as guests. I struggle with the sort of hacks that keep going back. You know, the ones that read the tarot cards and just throw out whatever they can. But guests, YouTubers that come on and are guests, you can kind of see there's a little discord there. There's a little bit of discomfort because I don't actually know whether they are fully convinced that Alan is telling the truth. I really don't. Everyone looks terribly uncomfortable and confused when they hear what he has to say about what's been happening to him. And I don't blame them because it's not true. And I'll say it again, reality is much more boring. Alan is lying, ruining people's lives, and people are speaking up against it. There's nothing more to say than that. So anyway, that's my halfpenny's worth. I'm going to continue on with these walls. Let me know what you think. And also, I was going to ask you lovely guys, I wanted to do a live, but I want to do a live that helps someone or can involve people. Now I was thinking about, because I've been teaching obviously for 20 years, as you know, I know, and I know from other people that at the moment, especially in the UK, I don't know about in America, that things are really, really bloody hard. Coming out of this lockdown and this rocky, shaky bottom is, I find, harder than before. And I've found my mood getting lower. Now, everyone has their own way of coping, and I wanted to offer something because people can't come out. Lots of people are stuck at home. And I wanted to offer the things that I know or have learnt about sort of mind-body connection, moving a little bit maybe, or just doing certain things to help me cope. And so I wanted to do a live a little bit different, that I might just take some kind of class, do some kind of practice. If people don't want to leave their chair, they don't have to leave their chair. It's more about just coming for a little explanation and then doing, like, I don't know, a little chat afterwards. And I was wondering what you think about that. That's just on the fitness side. There are many other things that I could share, many other outtakes that I had when I was doing my impersonations, which are kind of embarrassing. But first, I just wanted to do a live with something a little bit different. And I was wondering what you thought about that, whether you would just turn up. I obviously won't see you, no one will see you in your own home. And we just do something for an hour. Maybe do a little bit of moving, a little bit of dancing, maybe something to get a little bit of sweat on, maybe not. And then we talk about it afterwards, how you feel afterwards, how you're coping with this semi-lockdown, what's been going on in other countries, how you and your family are coping, how you are physically, how you are mentally. I know that at the moment, what with the lockdown and what with this whole awful thing that's happening on YouTube, it's just a thing that doesn't have to be there and should just go. I've been feeling drained. But that's more to do with age, life, circumstance, what life does to you. But I keep smiling and we keep moving on, right? We keep plodding on. But it's always good to have that connection. I know that I've missed it, and connecting to people really helps people who are struggling, can help people who are struggling. And there are many, many people who don't want to communicate, who have sort of gone into themselves. And also, I really wanted to include those people. Those people are absolutely free to be completely anonymous, not have to interact, not have to do anything, but just be given something by me maybe that they can just do or not, or watch. or feel or laugh at us or cry or whatever. They don't have to do anything, because sometimes when you're feeling insular and you kind of gone into yourself, God, even showering is a mission, isn't it? Even being required or asked to do anything is too much. So I wanted to offer something where people can partake or not, but it's something that they're being given. You know, they don't have any responsibility. They don't have to. They can take it on or not. So I'm rambling. Let me know what you think about this, and thank you so much for watching, guys.